Markers save our project site, ensuring builds fit just right.
Hey everybody, I'm the Bigglesworth, and welcome back to another episode of Playing with a Full Stack. Now you might notice something really cool that I'm wearing. I've got the bling on like nobody's business. Check this out. All gold armor. Now look at that. Depth Strider 3. Now there is in town a zombie XP a zombie XP farm, a spawner farm that somebody built. And the zombies, they keep dropping a bunch of gold armor. So I found some, put it together and got me some, just junk armor, but also had Depth Strider on it. I'm like, yes, I'll go ahead and get some cheap Depth Strider. That works. So today, what I've been working on is the rudimentary area of the tree farm. We still got a little bit more area to clear out before we can start building. Got my pillar there, and there, and on the other side of them trees. And somebody's secret was over here helping me clear this area. Now, I'm not going to tell you who it is yet. I'll tell you when the person appears on camera, and we'll make sure to thank them properly. But there is a secret person that's been over here off camera helping out. Oh, secrets driving the audience crazy. It's what Piggy loves to do. So you can see where I stared up. I've been hacking away at this giant mass of spruce right here because this is what I need. I needed a bunch of spruce fences. Now I went ahead and left these as planks right now, but I have a good feeling we're probably going to need to convert those as well. So let's go ahead and take this crafting bench with us. We can put it back later. So I'm going to come over here and show you what I've done with the road. I've managed to get the road built from here all the way to where the tunnel is going to go. So I've got the broken road, and it's built with half slabs and stairs so no mobs will spawn. And then we've got fencing all along the edge, and that's going to keep mobs out. And then I went ahead and extended out this wooden pattern all the way as well. So I've been a very busy pig, very, very busy pig. But I've got all these fence posts that still need to be placed. Now we're going to do one more thing to this road once I get all the fence posts in place. We're going to put, like, every once in a while there's going to be like a little arch, and it's going to have some lighting in it. Now the design that I came up with uses glowstone for the light source. And we don't have a witch farm. As far as I'm aware of, we don't have one working yet. So trying to get access, oh, there it goes. We've had a little bit of block lag still on the server, and it still seems like it's 1.9 in general that's causing it. I don't know if we're 100% certain on that, but it does seem that way. So, but yeah, as far as I'm aware of, we don't have a witch farm going, so we don't have a farm that's just going to give us glowstone. So we're going to actually have to go hunting for glowstone. We're going to have to go on the nether and get ourselves some glowstone. Now, one thing that I'm trying to do different in Season 2 of Full Stack is I want to incorporate more of the community of Full Stack in my episodes. Season 1, Season 1 was back when I first started, really getting into YouTube and starting to work with communities like servers and whatnot. And my mindset was still very much on my solo Let's Play style. And so what ended up happening on both this server, Full Stack, and on MacLeod is a lot of my episodes started to feel like it was a solo Let's Play. And as I started to think more about it with this Season 2, what I would want to change, that was one of the changes I wanted to try. I wanted to make these episodes feel more like... There we go. I'm not certain I like that. Let's go and get rid of that. I don't like the way that fence looks. Also, trying to avoid where mobs can get in. So if we have a block right there, they can get in. So, and I'll need to do that. I'm going to need to inspect the road once we get it done, just to make sure no mobs can get in, because we don't want to certify this road as mob proof and then have somebody get attacked. We might be liable for damages, and we don't want that. But yeah, I really want to try something different with this season. I want to incorporate a lot of the members that are on Full Stack, if not all the members if possible. just hanging out with them on camera, doing builds and projects together, exploring, and just, having fun with the different people that are on here. I mean, if I'm going to play solo style, might as well have my own solo world, right? So wow. So what was that? 2.5, 3 stacks almost? I'm probably going to need about 2 more stacks at least to get over there. Now, on the other side of that, that tunnel is not built yet, and that road is not finished. It's still the way it looks from last episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish up this road. And then I'm going to meet you over there on the other side because I've got a place marker set where we're going to put our store. We need to pick out a spot for home. And back at the tree farm, I have found something I want to explore. And we're going to go explore it and check it out. So you know what? I need to finish my thought. I'm totally forget. Everybody's going to be yelling and screaming, Piggy, what in the world was the point to all that explanation? I'll go ahead and explain while I'm building these fences. So, and I had some fences right there. Look at that. So the whole point I was trying to make was that I'm going to need to get glowstone. And I have somebody that has offered to go into the nether with me. We're going to go on an adventure in the nether, and we're going to get some glowstone together and hang out. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Hopefully we can survive the nether and make our way out. So that was the whole point. I was just letting you know that I'm going to try and have a lot more episodes with people. So as we have to go do things, we're going to try and buddy up with somebody so that we can do things together. All right? So now that I've said that, now that I've got all that spiel out of my chest and out of my head, and I know what in the world I'm talking about, there we go, right there like that, and just keep going. And these logs, boy, I tell you what, these logs took a little while just trying to make them look random. But now I am rambling. So I'm going to finish this. I'm going to meet you over in town and show you the site of the new store. All right, everybody. I've made my way over here to the part of the road that we haven't really worked on yet. This is on the other side of what's going to be a tunnel. And you can see in the distance, even though I don't have Optifine, I can't zoom in. But see that pillar right there, there, and there? That is marking off the area where I'm going to put my store. Now, once I marked out this area, I realized the way I've got the road going, it's not going to work. Because I want the road to go right in front of my store. Because the road is actually going to serve another purpose later on. It's a surprise. Can't tell you what it is, but it will be a surprise. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to turn the road and run it this way because I still want to have a diagonal bridge. I think a diagonal bridge would look really cool. So I'm going to go and curve the road right over in here. I'm going to bring the bridge over across here. And I'm going to, check this out. Got me some depth strider boots. Nice. And apparently I don't have sound again. I think that's going to be a thing. Is that going to be something that we do from now? I do have sound. Huh. Okay. Well, maybe I just didn't hear that. Maybe my TV is not turned up loud enough for me to hear. But here it is. Here's the new site. Wow, look at that lag go. It's like its own little monster we got to fight. So Piggy's Future Lumber Shop. And I've got these signs on all 4 of these posts. And so this is, now I'm almost 100% certain that my shop is not going to take up this much area. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that I had enough area to work with. I didn't have to worry about pushing somebody else's area out of the way. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a few areas that have been staked and claimed over in here. There's some pillars here. Where is it? Right over here, there's a pit in the ground. And Pixel Hunter has put a sign right there. And you can see where that cave goes over there. I don't think there's a cave there. But what I did also find was there was another cave right over here in the field, and it was lit up. So I just, somewhere right down in there. So what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to build my build right on top of an area that somebody else was working with. See right in here? This little area is lit up. Oh, maybe they just lit that up so bad guys wouldn't come out of there. That might be what it is. And then another thing I thought about doing was this nice little cove right in here, but then I noticed all those signs. Mr. Sheepco has claimed that spot over there. So I really got to thinking about it, and I'm comfortable with this spot. This spot is right on the edge of town. It's right on the other side of the tunnel, and it's also going to make it where I don't have as far to go as I thought I would for trying to get all my items over here. So that's going to be really cool. That's going to work out. It's going to take a little while to get the tree farm going and the store going. So for right now, you just have to imagine. You have to imagine there's a structure here, a big old structure, themed and ready to supply wood for the entire community. So, like I said, we're going to move that road a little bit, just reconfigure it, bring it straight down here, which is fine. That'll be fine, because then you can walk this edge. To me, that spot right in there seems so thin that almost the road I was trying to use, because I'm also toying with the idea of just extending the same kind of road on the other side. I know at first I talked about maybe trying a different design, but I really like that design. I like how it's coming together. So I think I want to make the southern road look the same until we get somewhere a little bit closer to town. So now that you know where the spot is going to go for the lumber store whenever that gets done, kind of give you a little update on where the road's going. We need to come over here to town, which, my gosh, is just a boom town. You think they would have struck gold somewhere and everybody was building. Yep, go ahead and load you. But, I mean, it just builds are exploding on this area. So, real estate is about to become very expensive in this area. And if we want to be good investors, we need to go and pick ourselves some prime real estate before it all gets gobbled up. So I'm going to wander around for a few minutes and see if I can find, one, an empty plot, and two, a piece of landscape that kind of speaks to me, because that's the way I like to build. I see an area, and it catches my attention. It catches my name. You know what? This spot right here might work. This little hill right here, because I don't need a whole lot. I don't know about that. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to build too close to somebody else. I don't want to push them out of the way. And I don't want people to feel like I'm building something and they can't expand as well. So I'm going to wander around for a few minutes and get a good look at what the area looks like. I may talk to a few different people on the server. We got quite a few people on today. And I'm going to nose around, see if I can figure out a good spot to put my future house. We're going to go ahead and stake yet another claim. All about the claims today. Making claims on everything. Just as long as there aren't any taxes. Season 1 with all the taxes just about killed everybody. So no taxes. So I'm going to sit here and fight the lag monster and get my stomach full. Find me a good spot, and I'll bring you back and show you what I've found. All right, everybody. I think I have found the perfect place. And no, it's not going to be right here in the middle of the street. Now, I've looked around in a few different areas, asked around with a few different people. Yopi over here. She's busy at work. She's backfilling land right now, but she's got herself a leaning tower house kind of thing going on right here, and she said that her property is going to go all in that direction, and she was perfectly fine with me extending this path. We're going to come in through here, and we're going to come right up to this spot right here. So I've gone ahead and set up 4 more stone pillars. You can see I've got pillars here, here, and here. Now the first thing I'm going to have to do is I brought my axe over here. We're going to go ahead and start hacking away at these trees, because we're going to treat this like a proper construction site. We're going to tear up the area, tear it down and level it, get it to where we can get our site ready and prepped so we can build. And then once we're done building and get everything like the final structure done, then we can come back behind all that and replant vegetation, put up trees and plants, all that kind of stuff, and, just the finishing touches to make it look really nice. But the first step you want to do is you want to get rid of all these trees, because they kind of get in the way. We need to be able to plan. Now, I know I'm going a little bit closer to Yopi's house, but she said she was okay with me clearing all this out. And I told her, no worries. Once I'm done, we'll pretty it up. We'll get the place looking nice and back to normal. So that's one other little project we're going to have to do. I'm going to have to come over here. I might need to get myself, I think I have an enchanted shovel back at the house. So I'm probably going to have to run back and look at that. But I don't want to take this hill down too much, because I like this view. From this height right here, we can see all back in there a taiga. There's some builds going on over there, back in there. But from right here, we've got a nice view of the water. We can see sunrise and sunset, which I actually did those backwards. See? Oh, there it goes. Whoop, whoop, skippity-doo-dah, right across the sky. You go, sir. There you go. And the sheep's just hanging out. And I was told to come over here and look in this chest. I think Strats did something. He put rain's dirt, pig food. Uh-oh. So he did. He brought me back some dirt that was somebody else's, and it's titled great. So now I'm going to have to explain to Rain why I've got some of his dirt. So, but the other cool thing is right here, this building right here. Now, it's not as efficient as I would like it to be. It takes a little bit of time, but the House of the Undead. If we hop down here, check this out. So right next to our house, we have got ourselves a zombie spawner. That's right. We can get ourselves some XP from the zombies. I'll show you where I got all my loot from. This is where all the cheap armor is from, so I got some of that. We can get the rotted flesh so we can trade with villagers. So, I like the area that I picked for my house. I think it's going to work. And once I get the house... Whoa, what is this? I hadn't seen this before. I don't know how safe that is. Let's not go in there. But the other cool thing is with the hill the way it is... Oh, no, don't fall. I'll have to go back up the spirally staircase again. And spiral staircases drive me insane. There we go. Made our way out. So, I think once the house is built, it'll make more sense to you. But I have a feeling that this hill and the way the vegetation lays in this area and just this spot in general, like I said, I like to pick areas that speak to me, and this area has spoken. This area has said this is a great place to build your house, Piggy. And so that's what we're going to do. And there's more skeleton horses. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to level this stuff out off camera. I want to do a lot of the boring stuff off camera. Leveling dirt, chopping trees, just all that. Y'all have seen that before. That's old hat. Anybody that's played Minecraft for more than 5 minutes knows all about that. We can go ahead and just cut through here. No builds are here yet, so it's not like people can yell that we're getting on their lawn. But I'm going to run back over to the path because I have one more thing to add to the path. I've got these little archways I want to build, and then we're going to need to get some glowstone to put on them so it'll be all lit up. So just a few more touches, and the southern part of the southern road will be done. Then we can get focused on that tunnel, extending the road out here. And then, remember how last season it took me forever with the coal roads? Well, guess what? Within just a couple of episodes, we'll already be done with roads, and we can get moving on to bigger and better projects, which is going to be that tree farm, which I'm going to have a lot of fun building. I can't wait for you guys to see the design I've got going. I really like it. It's kind of like my simple tree farm, but I've exploded it to be the size of something that's going to be what a community could use. So I'm going to go back over here, collect a few more supplies. I'm going to build an arch or two. I'm going to bring you back and show you what they look like. And then we might call that end of an episode. So I'm going to get over here and get organized. I'll bring you back and show you the final results. All right, everybody. There we go. I have managed to finish the archways on the road. So practically this road is done. I'm just going to need to put light sources in there. So it's come from the tunnel and it'll look like this. Got these nice little wooden arches along this path. I really like how this turned out. It has a nice rustic feel. It has a nice feel like you're going to a wood farm. I got all these different kinds of wood. We got so much wood coming from the wood farm. We could build roads with it. But I really like how this all turned out, how it's all mix-matched. Whoa, that was a little bit of a lag spike. Got these nice little designs. And right here in the middle, I'm going to put some blocks of glowstone. We're going to have to go to the nether. Probably next episode, I think, would be a good time to go ahead and go to the nether. We can get our blocks of glowstone, and we can go ahead and call this road done. And that would be awesome. See how that worked? Within like 2 episodes, we have got roads. Sweet. Now, to be fair, I do still need to do the tunnel right over in that hill, roads over into town, but I don't think that's going to be too bad. I think once I kind of worked out the details on this road, be able to, keep going and doing a pretty good job here. I just got to keep my momentum going on. So, a few more things I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to continue leveling this area. We got just a little bit more to go. Got to backfill a few spots. And if you'd notice, like right in there's a hill right up against the road. I'm going to clear that out. I'm going to probably bring that close to flat. Might leave a little bit of a hill right in there. Because I want from the road, see as we're running along, see how it feels nice and open? And when we get over in here, trying to do this one more time. I didn't really look to the right. But see how we're going along? Especially imagine if you were riding on a horse. If you were riding down this road on a horse, you would be able to look to the side and you can see the lighthouse. Once we get rid of this dirt right in here, you're going to be able to see the ocean. So it's just going to make for a really, really nice path. Another idea I have is I may go ahead and plant a bunch of trees along this edge. Just so you know, we feel like there's a forest over here, an open field with water over there. It'll have such a nice feel when you're walking down that path. But I'm going to get to clearing some areas. I'm going to get prepped and ready so that we can go to the Nether to get some glowstone. And I will see you in the next episode of Playing with a Full Stack.